It looks like we are live here in the Twitter viewers. We're gonna get started. So here with a discussion about the Tim Pool drama, which I think like everybody is really mostly aware of. Um, I tell you what, I feel like people do not understand in the social media universe how to not make themselves part of the story. You know, you should never become the story. That's never what you want. But repeatedly, it just seems like with people like Tim Pool, that's just kind of what happens. You, whether it's really a good idea, whether it's really what you want or not, they tend to become a part of the drama. And it's unfortunate, but it's just kind of what happens, and you don't really want it to be about that. You want the focus as much as possible to be on the story. But a lot of these channels, they rely on the drama to, you know, to grift and to make money. Without it, you know, they can't make it. And I got a reporter messaging me now, asking me all kinds of questions like, do I really want to answer these questions? Mm, hold on a second. Like, fine. You want to know? I've told him what state I'm in, all that good stuff. I'm not giving you my exact age, dude. That's kind of a weird thing to have someone messaging me and asking me. At least it is for me. It might be a normal thing for other people to have a guy asking them how old they are and shit like that, but it's a new thing for me. I wonder if I've been blocked by Timcast yet. I wonder if he's explained anything that's going on. This is what's on his Twitter. I remember I told you we were gonna talk about the drama related to that. So I know that his Twitter is blowing up with the fact that he's blocked the quartering after they kind of had this. What's going on here? And the quartering did this whole video about why he thinks that he might have gotten blocked by Tim. And he's not addressing it. But like, let's see, when's the last time that he made a post that wasn't a retweet? Hey, come on here. New studio. I was by far a bigger fan of Tim Cass in the courting, but this is just embarrassing. At first I thought Tim had his own scoop coming. Now it's obvious he just simps for that fraud. What had some of that what happened? Tim is running cover for an awful grifter, Eliza Blue. And she has unblocked her account, by the way. I've got her blocked just because I feel like it's easier to keep her blocked than worry constantly about what she might be saying and what she might be, or whether or not she's really able to see much of what I have. But it's very strange. So he's like, new streaming coming. And here's another one. Troll Demon Trish told him, for years I've criticized people that follow you. Now I get to sit back and enjoy them bring you to your demise. You're a lying grifter, who I don't believe was swatted, not once. By the way, you should find your own state. This was my state first. Hold on a second. I, Shit, I didn't want to put that on there. Oops. Crap. I did not mean to put that on there. Oops. Well, I'll have to private this stream when I'm done. Oh, gosh. So, yeah. Fuck. So see, he's just getting all kinds of stuff, and I would think in a perfect world that this is what you wouldn't want. But here's the thing: he doesn't have neither of these two have people constantly unfollowing them. So it's just interesting, very interesting. And here's a tweet blasted someone I like. Let me defend them. 30 seconds later, after going back a few tweets, fuck, back a few more tweets. Son of a bitch. I'm just gonna go play video games. But there for a while there, he had something pinned about specifically recording. Yeah, he had this pinned. Um. So yeah, it's really interesting. Now, I mean, the good thing for them is, like I was saying, they neither of them are losing followers from this, and I can pull something up here that proves that. Hold on a second. I had something I actually got on my phone earlier. I'm gonna have to get that pulled up on here instead. Live count IO. And straight up, there are some people that would not survive this. They just wouldn't. Um, because Eliza Blue is not surviving this. But here's the thing: people like people like them, they're almost too big to fail. You know, they got such a massive following, and they got so many people that don't really catch um half of what they do. That it's not like this. It's the fan. It's no one really notices. So this is specifically for their YouTube accounts. Oh well, he did go down a little bit. He did. I think he just went down a little bit. But see, then he went back up. So yeah, things like this are just kind of weird. They are really like just neck and neck, and I don't know quite why it does this all the time. It constantly is shifting. You'll have people that will complain that they get people unsubscribed from them on Twitter all the time. Um, and to me, it would be interesting to try and figure out and see who might be bots in this situation. Compare their accounts that way. There was one interesting thing that I saw on Social Blade regarding past. I can pull that up. It was just something that I found just kind of weird. Regarding his history. It's not pulling up the right thing at all, I don't think. Because it's actually not even showing me what I've seen in the past. Strange. Maybe it was Twitter that I saw that on? Oh, the fuck on here. Okay, here we go. I've got the right thing now. No, that's not. No, I don't. Dang it. Why is social media play making it difficult for me to pull up Timcast's YouTube? This is strange. I guess it's Timcast IRL. That's what I have to do. See if this helps. loads up here. And I'm going to go use the restroom real fast, and we'll be right back. All right, so see, at some point, there was um there was something on here about one of these people having 10,000 followers, and those 10,000 followers suddenly just like disappearing, getting taken away, and that's been a while. But for some reason, I'm not seeing that anymore, so I don't really know. All right, well, we want to get started here. I'm pulling up some crap. And what I specifically want to get started in here is pulling up what we've been working on. I do have some more emails that I have sent, and I don't want to just talk too much publicly about who those emails were to, simply because I don't know that I'm ever gonna get a response from them. I have some phone calls that if I get enough sleep and I don't oversleep, then I'm definitely going to try and make uh tomorrow. Um, we'll see. We'll see. Um, but I'm a little hesitant to try to do any of it live just because I just don't know what's gonna happen. Um, might have to record it. But let's get the Quizly thing pulled up here. One thing that I do want to mention about the alleged husband of hers, Ben Sipe, I do know that if you can easily look it up yourself. He at one point did own a business called Dead of Winners Dead of Winter Productions LLC. He did own a company of that. That's been defunct for a while. It looks like he might have gone on to something else after that. But I'm not really sure if I know for sure what that is. But let's go ahead and get this pulled up here for you. This is all about Tim Pool getting
Wow,
locking
that's
him.
amazing. That was only
His
his
thoughts on that.
Well, I normally take Saturdays off, or at least have in 2023, but I want to address something that I guess I just found out. Normally, I talk to Tim via Facebook Messenger, and then like a day or two ago, it said that he was offline. I was like, oh, maybe he's just taking some time off or whatever. Didn't even really think about it. Um, then I opened my Twitter this morning, and I had been blocked by Tim Pool. And of course, you know, that came as a shock to me, but maybe not really that shocking. And I want to address what I think it really is, and
Really?
perhaps what maybe's all led to it,
Should it really be
and
that
maybe
that
hopefully it's just a
shocking?
miscommunication.
I mean, you've kind of taken a little
And
bit of shots at him, just a little bit.
I'd call him if I had his phone number. I
Just
do
a
not
little
have his
bit.
phone number. I'd email him if I had his email. I do not have his email. I don't really have any other way to get a hold of him other than Facebook Messages, which is all we've ever used. So and I can't DM him because he didn't follow me. And then I was like, wait, does he follow me? And then I'm like, oh, he blocked me. So I think that this is on the surface of a really weird look, but there are a lot of things that perhaps could have led up to this. And I'm not mad at Tim. I really don't. This video is not like go unsubscribe from Tim. I just want to address, because normally if a content creator blocked me or something, it might be good for a meme or two. But this is different because, Tim and I share a huge audience, and I don't want you all to feel like you have to choose. I think you should watch whomever you wish. And it's important. The most important thing in all of this, to me, in this video,
is
that the people that watch us both, don't feel like I'm asking you to choose. I would never want that.
Who would have known that he was even blocked if he hadn't shared it? He could have completely and totally kept this to himself, and who would have been the fucking the wiser, But of course, he's not gonna do that. You don't do that when you. Yeah, it's just not the way that things seem to work in this online space at all. You don't keep stuff like this to yourself. You don't. you make sure everybody fucking knows. Because you want everybody to fucking know for whatever reason. There's opportunities to appropriately grift it and appropriately make money of it, but he could have never said anything at all, could have never shared the screen grab, and I bet nobody would have ever been the wiser.
And the people that watch me exclusively, I would suspect that we have more than a 50% crossover. So, I don't really want to turn this into a war or anything like that. I think I know why he did it. But it's kind of a winding road to get there. So there's a lot of speculation, and the top real kind of theories, which I think the real answer is everything combined. Spoiler alert. First, let's talk about the Eliza Blue stuff. Okay. Yes, I've been critical of Tim for not covering it, but I have also, in multiple occasions, both on podcasts and live streams and stuff like that, said, and if Tim didn't think it was clear before, allow me to say it now, I do not blame Tim Pool for having somebody on his show. I did a whole podcast with Sydney Watson about it. I think that you can do a base level of research, but if you have guests every night, it's not like you're going to dig all the way into their past. And to be honest, even if she was a liar or a grifter, no one really cared until she started taking advantage of Twitter systems to ban and silence critics. And also then YouTube. Again, that's the issue here, and I want everyone to remember that. Yes, Eliza Blue appears to be just another grifter. Toss her in the pile with Jack Murphy and everyone else, okay? However, what I'm concerned about, and what you're about to find a little bit more about on Monday or Tuesday, is the tortious interference that happened between multiple people paying.
And he recently posted about this, the tortious interference thing. He tweeted about it and then he deleted it. And I think we might have even saw this on real time on my stream yesterday. I don't know. But he was hoping that there was a way to make some kind of GoFundMe or Give Sim Go, and that you make the amounts private. And because he didn't want the person involved, which I'm going to assume is Eliza, maybe Twitter, to know how much the war chest was. I don't know how well connected she is financially to anything. But it is possible that if he wanted to sue Twitter, he was gonna need to be pretty well connected, and he doesn't want them to be able to find out about it. And I can almost guarantee you that we are gonna be hearing more about this on Monday. I don't think that he plans to drag it out too much longer, unless for some reason his lawyer is making him pull it off.
Paying for Twitter Blue, and the apparent favoritism or systems that were taken advantage of inside of Twitter to quickly silence criticism, and then the backpedaling that the Vice President of Trust and Safety issued to seemingly reinvent the rules. Oh, Tim. Very often. And, we know that after Jack Murphy was able to, build a $80,000 a month roughly business out of his viewership, and he didn't say much about it, he certainly wasn't going to say anything about Eliza, who didn't really do any of those things. I think somebody that uses, a platform or a creator to extract money from their viewers, that's something that you have to probably address. If it's just you had a bad guest, whatever, it's whatever, I know Tim will watch this video. Hi, Tim. I'm not always the most articulate when it comes to things, and so maybe he was offended by some jokes I made or something like that. But again, let me be very clear. I don't blame Tim for quote unquote platforming a guest who was probably there in good faith. Um, it's so okay, so I've been clear about that. Now, the unending barrage of fans in his chat has certainly gotten to him. He made some sort of off the cuff mark last night that people sent to me. He's angry about getting spammed about Eliza Blue. I 100% understand that. It's been relentless for weeks. But where I think Tim is misplacing blame here is he must think that I've told them to do that. I've told you to do that, which of course I've never done. And I think he also underestimates just how many viewers we share.
It's the thing of it is like when you get kind of as big, and I think that Rakita Law has discovered this. When you get as big as what he is, you don't have to tell anybody to do anything, right? They just do it. And he could have made things, he's going to make things worse for Temple by making this video. That's just kind of the way it works. You put that out in the universe, you want to talk about, well, he's watched me and here's why, and la 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 la, and you don't really do anything, and I'm not asking you to. Guess what's gonna happen? And they're all over. They're all
people
over
that watch
replies.
certain content on my channel, also watch him, and so they know about the situation. They want him to talk about it. Now, I can't speak for if those people said horrible things about him.
But he could have made things
so fast because the show is so
lot
popular. I can't even
less
keep up
worse
and
for
read what's
Temple
going on.
if he had just said, "Oh well,"
but, what I
he
will
blocked
say
me
is,
and moved on. And
if
pretend like nothing happened.
all those super chats, probably 10,
But he, for
$15,000
whatever
in super-
reason, he wants to put it out into the universe that that's what happened. And then he's like, well, I don't want my viewers to feel like they have to choose. Here's the thing that I have been discovering about the so-called law tube. Whether you're talking about Rakita law, whether you're talking about the more the pop culture YouTubers, there is a certain amount of drama that they exploit outrage culture is what they do. To one degree together, they exploit outrage culture. If you want to listen to somebody go on and griping about the stuff that you already agree with, then you are more than likely going to want to spend time listening to their content. That's just the way it is. And they wanna try to spin it like it's drama. Bullshit. You may not like the drama, but you know how to grift off the drama.
Super chats over the last week of people asking to talk about the story. If they really bothered you that much,
it's him grifting off the drama.
Maybe you should refund that money.
To admit it or not.
I just think, and this is coming from a premium grifter, okay? Or at least make an announcement like, please stop super chatting about a story that I'm not going to talk about, and stop taking people's money for it. That's a criticism that might make you uncomfortable, but I think it's just from my heart. It's not a good look when you're making thousands a night of people asking you to talk about a story and you don't even acknowledge it. It's funny for a night or two, but it's been weeks. I even told my viewers, please stop super chatting him money to ask him to talk about this. So, at no point have I told people to barrage your chat. In fact, I told people to stop super chatting you about it. And again, Tim and others and Tim's viewers and stuff, let me be abundantly clear here, and my viewers, please do not do this. It's been 2 weeks. He's not going to talk about it. And even if he does talk about it now, are you going to be satisfied? Probably not.
He's absolutely right. It doesn't really matter what he does at this point. They're not gonna be they're not gonna be solid. But I just am not buying the idea that Jeremy does not understand that he is just pouring gasoline on the fire by even announcing that Tim has blocked him. I'm not buying that. Just not buying it.
Because it took 2 weeks of badgering and tens of thousands of dollars in super chats to even bother. Okay, so Tim, I'm sure you're mad that your chat has been unruly, but again, I didn't tell them to do that. I would not have endorsed that. I did not at any point say to do that. So, you know, I'm sorry, but these are your viewers, bro. Pretty sure you have to be subscribed to chat, maybe. So these are your viewers. So I don't know. A lot of times my viewers want me to cover things that maybe I don't want to cover. I don't think is a big deal. But, you know, if they're begging me or busting my chops for days and days, I'm probably going to do it. Maybe I'm just less resolved than you. So again, to recap, I don't blame Tim for having her on. I don't condone people harassing him to cover a story that he clearly doesn't want to cover. I certainly don't condone giving the guy your money to demand he cover it. What you really need to do is...
If you're a homeowner in Ohio and you're still
No,
paying for
I
your
don't want
electricity,
commercials.
then I've got some big news for you. Just weeks.
I know.
If you're on the fence, you know, this is going to
Yeah.
the next topic.
I
here.
mean, this is
Coffee Brand
what
Coffee
you
is my
have to
coffee
do.
company. A lot of people thought that this is like
You
some
gotta
sort
get
of
off of it. You
fake
just-
war
you
to
just
sell
have to.
coffee. It absolutely isn't. I want to talk about people, you know, Tim using my coffee. You know, a lot of people are saying, isn't he using your coffee beans? Is your coffee? He is not. He used my pricing to negotiate other pricing with a different company, which I fully endorse doing, but I knew he was never going to buy coffee from me. Why would he do that? Why would he buy coffee from me when he could buy direct from the source? But, you know, he has said multiple times that he's going to buy coffee from me and
No,
that
I
everything's
have to put
cool.
that better. Sorry, I had to partially
100%.
block off. We are professionals here.
I don't care. And also, to be very clear, I've been nothing but supportive about him starting a coffee company. I gave him my costs, my supplier costs. I talked to him about how to do it, where to buy it, how to ship it, how to do fulfillment. Never once was not supportive of him starting a coffee company, and I hope it's wildly successful. It's harder than most people think, but certainly I'm not the first, you know, content creator to start a coffee company. I personally think my coffee's the best, and I am not concerned based on where I see he's buying his beans that he's going to be able to compete with me. But I don't care. There's a million coffee companies, especially in like the center right world. And to show him there's no, you know, no hard feelings, I've created promo code BESTIES, BESTIES,
Of course you have.
10% off.
Of course you have.
I'm not telling you to not buy Tim's coffee or anything like that, but I hope that today you'll try mine. I've got, you know, a huge selection of
This
unflavored
cracks
and
me
flavored
up.
coffee that's roasted on demand. We got brand new hazelnut
just
churro, our
cracks me up
bestseller blueberry
to
cobbler,
watch
cold brew
the
bags, our roaster's
blatant-
choice program. There's something for everything, for everyone. And I would absolutely love if you tried us out. If you don't like coffee, we've got a dozen organic teas. We've got 3 different delicious real cacao, hot cocos. We've got K-Cups. And if you do nothing more, check out the reviews. You know, these are people that, like, I require pictures for my reviews. These are people that have bought my product and come and left reviews. And you can see, you know, there's 3,100 5-star reviews. It's good. It's good. I bought high quality stuff. So, you know, a lot of people think it's like he's trying to distance himself from coffee. I don't think that's the case. I've been nothing but supportive. I don't think that we're serving the same customer. He wants to do like bulk order garbage brown water. I sell roasted fresh on demand, artisanal stuff. It's very different, okay? But again, you know, I also do tea and cocoa. So I don't care about his coffee company. I wish him all the best. I hope he makes millions of dollars doing it, because he's going to have a unique flair to it. Other people think, maybe he wants to get into the pop culture stuff. He's starting to cover more. He's trying to infringe on my space, and he wants to separate. Don't care about that either. The more coverage of pop culture news and all this kind of stuff, the absolute better. A lot of people speculated maybe he was losing a bunch of followers over it. He's not. He's crushing it. He's thriving. So I don't know. I don't remember now the privatized account thing and the Daily Beast article thing coincided, but he's certainly been unfollowing a lot of people. I'm not exactly sure what the situation is. But certainly, I think for me, the most important thing here is to absolutely not start some sort of weird creator on creator battle. In fact,
I hate to break it to you, dude. But come on, Jeremy, you do a video like this. You do a 17-minute video about how the guy has blocked you. You don't know why, or, well, you think you might know why. Exactly what you're
probably,
exactly
we've only got a few more days before Valentine's Day. Maybe I'll send Tim one of Coffee Brand Coffee's awesome Valentine's Day gift boxes. There's only a few of these left, so if you want to get one for your Valentine, you can get the hot cocoa, dark chocolate covered espresso beans, 2 packs of that, because fellas, I know I'm not going to let her eat all your choco beans. And then our Colombian coffee, roasted fresh, either in whole bean or ground. So I've got that for you too. So it's the first
do
thing
this.
you see
Why do people allow creators to treat them like
I just want to sell coffee. I want to, I want to say my piece, but perhaps I've been too rough on Tim. Perhaps I've been perhaps I've been too sloppy, and where people who watch me think that I'm like enraged about Tim not covering it. This is not the first time Tim has gone weeks without covering a topic that his viewers want him to cover, okay? Tim picks his topics. It's his own show. It's his own platform. 100% respect that. If he was being bugged, certainly he could have messaged me before blocking me. If he's sick, he didn't even follow me on Twitter anyway. So I hardly ever interacted with him on Twitter. He didn't even follow me. So he went and found my account and blocked it. Then he blocked me on Facebook Messenger. So this is not a weird glitch. This is not accidental. He's pissed about something and blocked me. Perhaps he was getting too much heat from people that he thought were exclusively my viewers. But from what I see in his chat, these are people who watch us both. So, Timmy, I don't want to start any kind of battle. I just want to sell coffee beans and cover stuff on YouTube. And I'm sure you're the same. So, I don't have any beef with Tim. I don't want you to be like, look, you guys are going to do what you want to do. People are canceling their Timcast subscription because they're upset about this. People are unsubscribing, they say, because they're upset about this. If that's really happening, then those are your viewers, bro. I'm not telling anyone to cancel their Timcast subscription. I'm not telling anyone to unsubscribe from Timcast. I never have. And I'm not doing that now. But, your main channel, you lost some subscribers, and maybe that's bugging you a little bit. I don't know. This channel wasn't really growing that insanely much anyway. So I don't know. People say they're unsubscribing. I don't know. I've certainly seen people post their cancellation of their Timcast support, which is their right. It's a lot of money. There's a lot of money that has been willingly given to cover a topic. And if you don't want to cover it, you don't want to cover. You don't have to cover it. I think that that's fine. I'm not mad at Tim. I'm chilling. I've got to go help my dad fix his sink. And, that's it. I don't really know what it is. I'm not going to war on this, because what's more important is what seems to be a very insidious relationship between one individual, Eliza Blue, and Twitter employees, and this whole legal web of stuff that I'm far more interested in than arguing with Timmy Pool. I wish him all the best. Hopefully he'll let me know, we can make things right, but I'm not really losing any sleep over it. It takes a lot of time to, push out 5-6 videos a day and live streams and run the coffee company and start other stuff. I don't have time to worry about people being mad at me online. So I appreciate all of your support. All I can say is, check out Coffee Brand Coffee. Even if you just read the reviews, promo code BESTIES will save you 10%. And Tim, I wish you all the best. And I hope that you feel better, I guess.
So, yeah. Interesting. But yeah, outrage culture, man. It's a thing. It is a thing. Don't let anybody try to convince you that it's not a thing. Because it's a thing. And they know how to work it. They really do. So and sometimes I kind of get the impression that it's like they know. They kind of know, you know. Yeah, age culture, it's a thing. And we grift off of it. But they want they want to be able to pretend like it isn't. Even though I think everybody kind of knows it is. Well, we've got to figure out what to do here about getting this timeline straightened out. What? Oh my god, I hate the way this is something stupid that I think is happening just because I'm on a Mac. I don't know why when I want to share my window, it decides, oh, we're going to close that window on you. You're going to have to refill it up. I don't know why it does that. It's just like, whatever. So, we go to Kiwi Farms. And I can show you on Kiwi Farms here what is kind of the essential thing that we want to really be looking at when it comes to making the timeline. So this is kind of the important thing here. So we know that she appears on the show on the blind date. We have that on our list already. What we want is we want a little bit more detailed about some things that may have happened during 2007, where she works with My Chemical Romance's Eliza Cut, stated Gerard at one point allegedly engaged, and I believe we did confirm that is the case by listening to a podcast here that was they posted a brief thing about it. We listened to that last night. It's kind of buried somewhere. So this would be just kind of a generalized timeline. What we're wanting to make sure that we do is that we get all the nitty gritty details. So we want to put on here that 2000. We've got that. So we want to start beginning with 2000. and getting some specifics about that. I should have I decided to open this up in something other than Chrome, and I guess I should not have done that because now it's kind of a pain to get everything. All right. So I wanted that. Her most known claim is that she was trafficked at 17 in Los Angeles. She said that she was sold for only $500. The year of supposed trafficking would be in 1998. Shows trafficking lasted 15 years. Eliza refuses to go in detail about the supposed trafficking. She says that her supposed traffickers would go after her if she names them. And that has been listed in other places other than just Kiwi Farms, just FYI. Hold on, I thought I had that. I really didn't think this through enough when I opened this up. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have to get this switched up so that I'm doing this in a different browser. In the same browser, rather. As Kiwi Farms, because I gotta be able to easily go back and forth on it, so. Well, I custom and pasted this bullshit. And now I'm trying to go back and find it because I was like, I'll put this in separate browsers. Come on. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Oh, again. We gotta go back. Why isn't it? There we go. Okay. Let's get that in smaller text. So, to go along with this, we want to start adding the critical dates from when that happened. Why does this do this? It's like I try to scroll down and it just tries to take it way too fucking far instead of just staying where I need it to fucking stay. I want to do it this way. See, how did I end up here? It's not where I wanted to end up. Not what I was trying to do. I'm just trying to double check what size I wanted to make that so that's. I didn't want to go that far! Stop! So infuriating. No! Too far! Too fucking far. It's gonna keep scrolling. No! See, now it's hard for me to remember. I think what I did was 27. I gotta get the color right. No, it's 29. See? All because it's being ridiculous. that just do? Fuck. So we gotta make sure that it's black and that it's something called item. Mm. Now I'm having a hard time finding the font. Okay. I may have to freaking change the font just because. Where the hell is it? Why can't I fucking find it? Ugh. It's LTIM. But I go under here and I try to fucking find LTIM and it's just not happening. See what I mean? There we go. It's ITIM. There I go. On. No. Okay, so still. So the next thing I want to do here is I want to break it down and I want to get more specifics on just the whole Gerard Way thing. So now I want to memorize this. I want to go back here. I want to start looking through what they have. So we got some things here. Mike and Monroe fans I talked about her in this thread. Let's go to the archive. I was thinking of them at the time. Trust me, there's a whole lot of other stuff that potentially could have happened, and it's easier for your sanity if you forget about it. Now around the band, there's actually a lot of proof they didn't. For example, they showed before me and Lindsay Gerard was engaged, and he talked about a relationship that was very long and became almost like a marriage. I'm pretty sure with Elijah that he was engaged too briefly. He was with Kat, cheated on Kat with Eliza, and then dated and got engaged. He only broke up with Eliza a few months before she got with Lindsay, who has only dated her for like 3 months. I just found out this interview with her. She's such a dingo. She has no tact or sympathy when she speaks. There's a point in this interview where she says rape is a very serious subject in general. Not the type of thing you want to be involved with or in. Yeah, no shit. Nobody wants to be rape. That's the whole thing about it. Because label saw the video and basically told G to end it. I remember when I came out, it was so odd. I felt so. Trouble. I didn't mean to take it aside. We just. Whew. So it's real. It's weird because people have been basically talking about it for years. And how she managed to bury this and people kind of make the connection of who she was is interesting. So they've got some things here. Let's see if we can pull this up. Oh, okay, so here, this was with... Well, this is just a crazy cool. I did my first interview with Eliza Cypher, Eliza Cuts. If you were a fan of My Chemical Romance back in their prime, Eliza was the first and rock and roll girlfriend a lot of women my age followed on the internet. And back in 2007, if you were on message boards, you probably heard a lot of rumors about her. She was girlfriend fans of the band loved to hate. I followed the message boards like a hawk in my teens, reading everything I could about her. After all, she was with my future husband. The fandom was very unfair to Eliza, but she also broke ground as one of the first rock and roll girlfriends with a large internet following. When she and Gerard split, it got even worse. With rumors of Eliza alleged crazy ex instincts. In summary, Eliza was probably cyberbullied by a group of teenagers for roughly 2 years. Luckily for all of us, when Eliza Gerard ended their romance, she became an amazing woman model badass. She now appears in music videos and is a women for many different products. Luckily for me, she was kind enough to talk about her time as the internet's most notorious crazy ex-girlfriend. Ooh. What stands out as your most memory when you think back on your time with the band and after the breakup? Man, that seems like so long ago, because it was. I think getting to see artists with talent get recognition on a higher level for their talent was my best memory. That was a unique time when a lot of bands gained popularity all around the same time. Like Full Out Boy and Gym Class Heroes, I love to see any artist succeed. After the breakup, I was off the internet for an extremely long time. I kind of went off the grid 100%. No TV, no internet, no radios at times, no cell phone. Gasps. I just focused on helping others. I'm grateful that I took that path. Do you consider yourself a crazy ex, or do you feel that was a title that was put on you unfairly? LOL. I would have to look at the source that was calling me crazy. Do they actually know me in the situation? Or are they just assuming from the outside? I'm extremely passionate, but not in a harmful way. I think because anything that you read on the internet is crazy. I'm sure that's interesting, but not accurate. But so was she really off the internet during this time? You see, that's the thing. You don't know. She could have been. She could have been. Why do you think you were received so negatively by the fandom? It's funny to think about this years later. Once again, that time frame was unique to pop culture because that was true start of the social media craze. When it's your actual life, you don't see as much of the negative stuff. I knew it was there, but it wasn't important to me to troll false or negative things about my life. If I did see it by accident, it would hurt my feelings. I was a very normal, average person, so I couldn't understand what all of the what all of the hate was about. People tend to follow rather than lead. I felt like I was the perfect storm for bullying, and sadly, I was the target. I was just a regular girl trying to deal with the abnormal situation to the best of my abilities. When you look back on your blog, tell all commit me already. How do you feel about it? Sadly, I was hacked. Sadly, I was hacked. I will press charges when people go over the top with internet bullying and harassment. Period. It's hard when it starts to affect your real life, like dating or getting a new job. It forces me to have to explain to the new coworkers or new love interests that 99% of what is out there is fake. Typically, people Google new people to be nosy. It's really uncomfortable. It's not funny or cute. That was a chapter of my real life. It's sad when it is overshadows my other accomplishments and bright spots from my past. Did you ever read any other fiction you were a character in? No, not at once. I'm so confused as to what it is. So, the problem of it is do you believe her? Do you believe that she was hacked? Like I read about this. I read about this commit me already. It was some sort of fictional piece that she allegedly wrote. Um, but this is not the first time that she has claimed that she's going to press charges. I gotta link at this. I gotta post this on Twitter. Ugh, it's not what I wanted to do. Now where did it go? Okay. Word. I'm gonna go to Twitter and we're gonna point out to the world, look what she does! She constantly claims. lawsuit. It is not the first time she has done that. And then we're gonna include the link. I'm gonna click on this so that I can share it from the Chrome tab. But it appears I've got more more messages I gotta read. Let me send you. Let me send you. I have a timeline. I've got to respond to this person. Key points all in one place. It takes time to dig through everything people have posted. Alright, so. Okay. Sorry, I had to do that. So let's go back to read this. You see, or do you feel that was put on you on Play Laugh Loud? I had to look at the source that was calling me crazy. It was everyone, girl. Everybody was calling you crazy. It wasn't just. It's funny. It wasn't just one person. You know. That's the funny to me. I had to look at the source. It was like literally everyone. Literally everyone was talking about what a crazy bitch you were. Well, got news for you. The internet is smoking, chick. And they've all decided that you're off your locker. Do you consider you asking your girlfriend if that was a title that was put on you unfairly? I'd have to look at what's called me crazy. They actually know me in the situation, or are they just assuming? I mean, it's just that it isn't very hard to assume, you know? We're gonna need that picture. We're gonna need this picture. She's out the thing from our Instagram. We're gonna need that as an example. No, no, I'm still confused about what it was. Sure, you're confused about what the fanfiction was. The craziest of all the time was that I was the woman pressing charges on Derrick Rose, the basketball player for. Oh ho ho! She. Oh ho ho! Remember, she said that there was a high profile guy that she was trafficked off of. And she would never mention the name. She never mentioned the name. Yep, this has got to be tweeted out. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It just keeps getting better. I'm gonna just add this to the original tweet. Remember, she said someone in the sports world. Raped her or trafficked her. But I want to make sure that I understand that correctly. I believe that it was mentioned in the Blaze Eliza Blue thing. Was it the Blaze that did that article? No, it's the Daily Beast. Dummy. Yeah. So yeah. This is just really interesting when you really start getting into it. How did you get linked to Derek Rose? She uses some references of truth from her past, in my opinion. The best lies are some version of the truth. Alright, so let's get back into it. Let's see what else we read from this blog. We learn from this blog. That's very serious. Such in general, not the type of thing you want to be involved with or in. I'm sure there's a million out there. I feel that a lot of kids on the internet at the time didn't understand your sense of humor. You were very funny. Can you talk about the photo shoot you did that addressed the various rumors about you? How did you feel about the pregnancy rumors? Thank you. I don't try to be funny, and I really don't expect people to understand me. I just have always kind of done my own thing. I'm into what I'm into for reasons of my life, for seasons of my life. Sometimes the general public like my wave, most of the time they don't, but it always makes me happy at the time. The photo shoot was really me playing around with my friend. We shot a lot back then. We had a lot of fun together. The pregnancy rumors were funny. My weight fluctuates a lot, maybe around 50 pounds, up and down, so I just thought people thought I was pregnant because of my weight. I never really wanted my own children, so was definitely not getting pregnant. Do you ever talk to Gerard at the breakup? What about any other members of the world's most hated crew? No comment allowed to the second question. Yes. There are some great people from the past I still connect with. We don't talk about the past. It's ancient history. Everyone grew up and gone. So she won't. For some reason, she doesn't want to comment about whether or not she still talks to Gerard Way. I doubt. I doubt he's interested in talking to her right now. He's probably going, what the actual fuck, chick? Do you ever feel like Eliza cuts anymore? What advice would you give her if you could go back. Yes, I do. Eliza Cuts was my AIM screen name. Throwback, hashtag throwback. I still have lots of the same things now that I did back then. I wouldn't give myself advice. I would just give myself a heads up. Like, let myself know that curves would become cool. Let myself know that I would love and be loved a few times, not just once. And I really wish I could have told my 25-year-old self that I was actually going to look better at 35. So she was 25 around that time. That's interesting. Okay. Are there any career projects we should check out from you? I am trying to keep my life as simple as possible. My biggest project is being the best aunt for my nephew possible. Everything else is just a time filler. So even during this time, I mean, she was connecting with her family. She was in contact with them. What was the date on this thing? Does it give us a date? I mean, she was. I mean, she was. She was good looking, in my opinion. I gotta get my shoes on because I actually stand at my desk while I'm doing this. It's starting to hurt. Can I better? Oh, hi everyone. Don't mind me. I stepped away a minute here to get something to eat. All right. I also had to get some stuff. But that's all from this. I'm trying to. There is no date on this. I want to put this. I want to include this in the timeline. Wonder if we can view the page source and get it that way. I'm too zoomed in. Gotta zoom out while I look at this page source. I guess there isn't a much of a record of it unless you included the date yourself. Let's see. Let's see if we can look at the notes that people might have made. Because the notes that people might have made might have dates on them. Now, isn't it interesting? Eliza, I still have the MP3 file you just said literally masterpiece on Hey Chris Radio shows circa 2008. So don't even go there. Interesting. It's possible to email this person. But I wonder if they even still have that email. Well, that's something to keep in mind. Let's go back. Let's go back to where I first found this, which was archived here. There's people that are still, kind of getting into the know on this. Someone posted 3 days ago. She now goes by Eliza Wu. She has a new growth child trafficking advocate. She says she was trafficked for 15 years. No fucking way. That's insane. Where did you find this out? Say, not everybody is on Twitter. Not everybody knows what the hell is going on in the world. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm wondering if I can find. Hey, Chris Radio, circa 2008. I wonder if it's possible to find that. Someone said that they got that MP3. Who knows? That's still out there in the world somewhere. Because I was just posted on Twitter. She has, this is part of her history. This wasn't my fault. I was hacked. Or I was this. You know, nothing is. She doesn't take responsibility for everything. It's just crazy. Hey, Chris Radio Show. Uh. Hmm. Hey, Chris. Let's search Tumblr for Hey Chris Radio Show. Hmm. No. Well, I'll have to keep an eye out on it. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find that, but that would be great to find that MP3. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. See, there's so many different threads. When you've been all over the place like she has, Oh. He broke up with Eliza after writing famous last words. What? Ooh, I want to know when he wrote that. See, because I want to know roughly about when was the time that they got engaged, when was the time that they broke up. I want to know all that shit. So let's see when Famous Last Words came out. Let's Google that. Okay, so that's on Chemical Romance. Alright, let's share this tab instead. Here we go. Famous Last Words is a song by Megan Rock band My Chemical Romance. It was released on the band's single on January 22nd, 2007 from their third studio album, The Black Parade. It is also the band's ninth overall single. The final track, The Black Parade, is the hidden track Blood is Not Counted. The music video premiered on December 12th, 2006 on MTV. And December 13th, 2006 on the Much Music program and on the Much On Demand in Canada. Famous Last Words was released to radio on January 9th, 2007. Ooh. So, although something here happened. The official video was directed by Samuel Bayer and was filmed before the band had even named the song. The music video shows the Black Parade float that the band performed on and the Welcome to the Black Parade burning and destroyed. The rest of the background is scattered with burning props from the Welcome to the Black Parade video and fire seen all around. All followers of the Black Parade have abandoned the band and they appear to be in a desperate state. Leads to Joy was particularly often he seems to be dying or extremely ill because of the makeup he wears, especially around his eyes. This makes it similar to that worn by the patient and the Welcome to similar to the one by the patient. Welcome to the Black Parade video, but which Wade also wide-eyed and slightly looking facial expression. In some parts of the video, he can be seen wearing a mask with a skull design on it. The band's condition deteriorates, although the video appears to represent a relatively basic concept in comparison to past videos regarded by fans as by far the darkest video the band had created. Whoa, oh my word, this is fascinating. So they broke up sometime after he finished writing it, and it was written during the band. It was the darkest bit of the band. Created a shortened edit of the song is used in the video with one bridge and two chorus repeats removed. Several members sustained injuries, some serious during the film. Ooh. They actually did get injured during that shooting. Interesting. Drummer Bob Byers sustained second and third-degree burns on the back of his legs while shooting, yet persisted in staying until the recording was finished. The burn resulted in gangrene, Wade tore muscles in his leg and a foot when Frank Lero tackled him while he was in kneeling position, leaving him in the hospital for several days. Wade recalls that during the filming, they were mortified from the golfing flames surrounding the set. After the stay in the hospital, the doctors refused to let them perform in San Diego as the band originally planned. Wade Toro fractured his fingers also during a shooting, and Bob Ray received multiple blisters around his hand as a result of extreme playing over a long period of time. Oh, that's crazy. That's true. So wait a minute here. So is it talking about it being a difficult time in their lives because it was written. So it was written before all that. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we got it. So we got a little thread here that I've gotta add here. I am learning all kinds of fascinating things today. Shoot. Screwed that up. We are professionals here. So in according to a old Reddit thread, Gerard Way broke up with her shortly after writing the song Famous Last Word. So I'm wanting to figure out exactly the band's second single in January. At least. January 2007. January 2007 from their second single. Or was it their third? Hold on a second. From their third studio. How did Eliza fit into that dark period? Let's yep. I'm worried that I can't play it without getting copyright. Alright, so what I want to do here now at this point is I want to go back to this. I want to insert. I want to add another little some sort of chart here. I'm not showing you here what it is I'm typing. I'm sorry. I need to show it. Let's show it. Let's show it. Let's share the work. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know why I'm singing, but it sure makes it more interesting for me. Going to a archived. No, just want to. Oh, how do I want to say this? You push delete a couple of times and it never stops. I don't want to keep deleting. Stop. Just gotta wait until it just finally stops deleting because I can't make it stop. want to get the link for that. Again, I need to get this so that everything is just the same thing. Because I would more easily be able to flip back and forth between shit if I had opened this up differently. Born to be wild. Somebody's child. to redo the way I have a link, but I don't want to have to completely retype freaking everything. Ugh! Jesus, Joseph and Mary. I'm tempted to just re-fucking type it. And make it fucking easier to get it corrected. There we go. Okay, so let's... go back to where it was talking again about that. What was the... an interview for the music video, but it doesn't cite it. I don't think. Well, let's see if I can Google that. No, that doesn't really... just kind of repeats what we read. Ooh. We're gonna have to conclude this one. Yikes. Hmm. Huh. It's also his favorite song. That's interesting. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Include the link. That's very, very interesting. We are learning so many fascinating things today, everybody. I hate just how badly this probably cannot be read very well. Okay, we have been live for going on 2 hours. Gonna call it a night. Gonna do the rest of this offline. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, remember, yes, the world is very, very big. It's a big, wide world out there. And that may make you feel very, very small. But remember, it takes all of us working together to make the world that we want. And so, always remember, never forget, you matter. We all matter. And it takes all of us working together to make the world a better place and the kind of world that we want it to be. So, peace. God bless you all.